Hello, hi, and welcome to my live meditation session. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. At least I definitely don't want to steal it from anything else. But I found that meditation is such a great way to connect with yourself. And I got this question. So I have a big, thick jumper. I think I'm a little bit cold today, I must say. So that's okay. And it's the beginning of March, and it's a new month. And I love treating a new month like a new opportunity. It's such a great way to dream again, to maybe reflect on your past month. And I've reflected a lot on the last 2 months. And really connect with yourself for what you truly desire in life and in the new month as well. So the theme of this meditation will be a little like finding the life force and finding the new opportunity in the new month. But I also want to answer the question I got, and the question on that was I need more energy in life. Yes, I feel like I'm so tired. And quite often we imagine our energy being something like, jumping high in the ceilings and being always smiley. And then, especially on the screen, when you have an online business or even don't, you sometimes meet with your friends and sometimes you think you need to pretend that I have this energy, right? And I always ask the question, but how do you want to truly feel, right? Because energy comes from different sources and comes in different way. And sometimes we block the energy because we feel that it needs to look in a certain way, right? So if we are joyous and have a lot of energies and then it shows and then we dancing and all of that, this is fantastic. I've done a lot of dancing videos in the past. And I'm looking forward to making them again. But it's about the mood. And if it doesn't feel authentic, I don't do it just because I want to show it somehow that I'm happy. I think that for me, that finding the inner peace, the calm, the grounding, and finding the happiness in the very ordinary things in my life at the moment is the key. And I don't need to dance it out if I, and to show that I'm happy. So really, the question is like, let's, maybe you should do this, and this, and this. But I always ask for reflection on this. And yes, maybe it's not the easiest way to do it, to actually reflect on your emotions and how you feel. Because you would like to, improve your nutrition, take supplements, go to the gym, and all of that helps. But what really will help you in the longer term to acknowledge and accept duality, that there are days when they're not going to be the best and it's fine. And we're still 100% worthy of anything in life. And there are days where we're going to feel it and we're going to have that energy, right? And I've just recorded the podcast, so I hope maybe you want to listen to it. It's a bonus episode. I was just so wanted to do that. It's about how to stay engaged or how to be engaged with your own life, right? An everyday basis. Because I feel like sometimes we go from one thing to another, right? So, I'm going to happy because there's weekend, or I'm happy because it's Friday. And I can't believe how the week goes quickly, right? Because it was Monday a few moments ago and it's Friday tomorrow, and it's like, when the time goes by. And I didn't want that for my life, and I don't want that for my clients either. I want them to find beautiful things and gratefulness every day. Yes, of course, we may have limited time if we work, 8 hours, whatever. We have to take children here and there. We have to look after a lot of family members. That time may not be there, and therefore the limited time that we have within the week, we should really devote to ourselves, and obviously the dearest and nearest, right? And if we need to really heal because we're not feeling well, we should take the break, right? And stay in bed and whatever. But when we feel like, yes, I'm going to do something today, just use it rather than procrastinate. That's the other problem, right? I want to have the energy, but when the time comes and I have opportunity to do that, then I'm not doing this because I'm procrastinating. I'm doing something else. I'm scrolling through social media. I'm watching another Netflix. Today it was sun, and it was just beautiful. I went for the first run. I've been running on the treadmill, and it is easy. If you go run outside, and I have to go back to it because I need to increase my heart rate for various reasons. It is tough, right? It is tough. But I've done it and I'm so proud, but I could procrastinate. Like I was trying to finish something at work and but I'm all done, and I've done my exercise during lunchtime, and I'm so happy because that gave me the energy to work for the rest of the afternoon and really feel good and alive. So looking for the life force, I always say it's a balance between mind, body and soul, right? So we have like this pyramid, right? Mind, body and soul, or mind, body and soul, depends how you want to see it. It doesn't have to be a pyramid, but it has to somehow be a balance of all of that. And then you establish the rituals to help you to support your thought. And your thought is, I want to, for example, I'm feeling alive and energetic, right? And you have that thought or affirmation, then you say, okay, so in order to support that, not to get there, to support that, this is how I'm going to show up for myself today. It's going to be, I don't know, nice smoothie. It's going to be nice conversation. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to have nice cup of tea. I'm going to journal. Then I'm not feeling well. I'm lacking that life force. There's that balance somewhere disappeared. You know, you self-reflect and maybe you take a break, right? So it's not about pushing and doing more, but reflecting, and in that way you ground yourself even more in your emotional health, and you're gonna be ready for whatever life brings, because we very much so are on our kind of the life roller coaster, right? If it is down, it's bloody down, so hard, and if it's up, it's so scary that we live in that sometimes in between, where we just anticipate something to happen, and we are living in that anticipation all the time, but not in the now. Okay, so life force today, how to stay engaged with your life. Listen to my podcast if you feel, and join me in my challenge, which is going to come on Friday. And it really is about emotional grounding. We're going to go through personal development to increase the self-awareness. 3 days for your self-awareness, nothing more. What the thoughts are coming up for you, how we can transform them, how we can learn about ourselves a little bit more through feedback from others, through a few personal development tools that I'm using with my clients and with myself, so that to increase that self-awareness, it really is a key principle to change. Okay. We can close our eyes, take a few deep breaths, and ground ourselves. I don't know whether you can listen to the music. I have ocean waves. I just love this music. So let's ground ourselves in the emotions we are at the moment. Let's take our chest open, make our chest open so we can breathe freely. We feel confident, we're relaxed, but we're confident. Take a few deep breaths. want to focus on your breathing for 1 or 2 minutes. Notice the break in between the breathing in and breathing out. You can focus on the air which is coming through your nose. Just opening my eyes for a bit. But you can stay grounded, you can close your eyes. And we're connecting with ourselves through breathing deeply and connecting with our breath. You can relax your focus a bit. Really what we're doing today is increasing our gratefulness. We truly connect with ourselves so that we increase our self-awareness and we ask ourselves, how am I feeling today? Is it anxious, energetic, tired? Feeling bliss, love. For asking ourselves the questions, we can get into the bottom of our feelings and why we're feeling that way. When we're looking for more energy, what we're really looking is that life force, something that gives us the purpose, the reason, the fulfillment. And it may not be visible to us every day, but that's okay. The life force is truly a balance between mind, body, and spirit. And on a given day, one of those maybe feel a little bit neglected, maybe a little bit left out. Maybe we've been too much in our brain, in our mind, thinking things, wanting them to be different, to change, comparing ourselves with others, and really living in that miserable place of not being enough. And because we are there, it depletes our energy. Maybe the body movement is missing. Maybe we wanted to go for exercise, we didn't do that. Now we feel that there's something missing. Maybe then spend some time to dance to your favorite music. What about your spiritual journey? We want to sometimes over-control everything. We want to speed the things up. We want them to be quicker. We want people to react in a certain way. But the time is needed. And sometimes we need to release that control and really go deeper into our trust. That's a true life force. It's not what is happening around you, where you're going, what holidays you booked, and what things you bought. Is what brings you joy and fulfillment every day. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, because life is 50-50. and we really truly learn about ourselves, not only in the positive experiences but negative as well. Take a deep breath. Wriggle your toes and your fingers. And you can slowly open your eyes. Thank you very much for joining me in this meditation. And if anything came up for you, then you can always journal about it. I love doing meditation, and then I wonder what's going to come up for me today. And I sit down, ask one question, and do a short journaling. Honestly, writing is such a blessing, especially, manual. We may be typing all the time on our computers, but the manual writing is really calming. So I really encourage you to do that. Okay, have a lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. And I hope to connect with you soon. Take care and all the best.